everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Adornisi, and today I'm back with another video. And by the title of this video, you all can see that I will be doing something totally different here on my channel. So if you didn't know, I do have a sports podcast that I do called The Bliss Goddess. And within that podcast, I decided to, expand on my business, The Bliss Goddess, and also, kind of expand, like this entrepreneur life. So I decided to do a skincare line. So the skincare line for me started about because of the pandemic. I'm not sure about y'all, but my skin has been through it during the pandemic. Most of it being because of like the frequent use of hand sanitizer. So I did have like really bad dry hands, and I actually contacted Irritant contact dermatitis, which is kind of like a form of eczema, but it's more of irritation of the skin from different products. So one of the products that I did formulate was a hand scrub. It was a hand sugar scrub for the hands. And y'all, when I tell you, like, this scrub along with the butter that I came up with was like the perfect duo for me to heal my condition. So that is what I decided to do. And so I'm going to actually show you all how I make that product here. And also, please make sure to head over to my Instagram, Bliss Beauty Official, to know that we will be launching. We will be launching on May 15th so that you all can come and, shop these products as well. So before I get started, the first thing I have to do, of course, is I need to clean my work area. So I'm just going to take a wipe. I'm just going to, wipe my area off. So, that way I have a clean. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start off with is, of course, some sugar. And I'm using granulated sugar, a 4th cup of sugar. So the next thing that I'm going to add, which is my little, not my secret, but it's something that I'm using to add with the sugar. And that is pink Himalayan salt. So pink Himalayan salt is another thing that I do use for this. But whenever you have a sugar, you want to add more sugar than salt. You can use a plastic spoon, but I just prefer, this spoon. So what you want to do is just make sure that all the clumps and everything for the most part is out of the salt and the sugar. The oil that I use for this is apricot oil. Apricot oil is the main oil that I use because apricot oil is very good for hands. It's a very good oil to use for your hands, and it also treats eczema, psoriasis, and other skin conditions as well. And of course, it has a lot of vitamin E in it, and fatty acids and everything like that. So I'm just going to probably put in 5 scoops of this, or 5 drizzles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the next oil that I use is jojoba oil. Jojoba oil is also very good with the skin. It lightens your skin. It treats eczema, psoriasis, and other things like that. And it's also a very good carrier oil. So I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of that in there. And the last oil that I'm going to use is grapeseed oil. I use grapeseed oil because grapeseed oil doesn't clog your pores. So I'm going to put a couple of drizzles in that. Then I'm going to give it a nice stir, and that way I can see if I get the consistency that I'm looking for, and if I need to add more oils. So the consistency that I look for is more of like a sugar. It literally looks like a sugar. Like some people like that thick, you know, body scrub type of thing. But since this is a hand scrub, I want the content to be a little bit, the mixture to be a little bit more looser. So I want it to look like little small crystals. That is the consistency that I go for this hand scrub. So you see, as I'm doing this, it's starting to be more clumpy. So that's what I'm looking for. But it's not as, you know, clumpy as I would like. So I'm going to add a little bit more of the grapeseed oil. And a little bit more of the jojoba oil. Alright. So now that it's getting a little bit thicker, alright, so anytime you are working with oils, you want to make sure that you add vitamin E oil. Vitamin E oil by itself is also, you know, very good oil to use, but vitamin E oil helps all of your oils mix together. So I'm going to put in a couple drops of vitamin E oil, so about a teaspoon. I don't want it to be too runny, so that's why I'm just making sure, you know, that I have it the way that I have. So I'm gonna put a little bit more apricot oil. Just, you know, hopefully now I'm getting closer to that consistency that I'm looking for. So as I said, I'm looking for more of like a crystal consistency. So this is like little bitty crystals. Some people do like the more bigger clumps look, but I like the more fine looks. And that has a lot to do with the Himalayan salt that I use. The Himalayan salt that I use is a fine grain. So when it mixes together with the oils, it's going to give you a fine consistency. It's not going to give you a thick consistency that you may get just by using sugar. So that's why my oils, my scrub comes out this way. So of course, you know, you get everything mixed in there. You gotta have some things to make your scrub smell good. So of course, you know, you get everything mixed in there. You gotta have some things to make your scrub smell good. First, we're gonna need some essential oils. So the first essential oil I like to use is chamomile. I use chamomile because chamomile is a great essential oil to pair with apricot oil. And it's also another oil that is good for the hands. So I'm going to add about 15 drops of this. The next oil that I'm going to use is tea tree oil. I use tea tree oil because tea tree oil does help with scarring and different things like that. And of course, you know, it helps with eczema. So even though that smells great and everything, of course you can go wrong with a little bit more extra scent and also another oil that's also going to help your skin conditions, and that of course is lavender oil. But lavender oil does have a strong smell, so just be careful. So now that I have all my essential oils, I'm going to give it one more stir just to make sure everything, and it just smells amazing. The lavender does smell amazing with it. I'm not a huge fan of lavender, but if lavender is paired correctly, I can take the smell. But some combinations with lavender, I do not like at all. Your hand scrub. So now I'm going to take my container, which is this jar here. I'm going to place the scrub in there. And as I said, my scrub is a different texture because I use the fine Himalayan salt. By me using the fine Himalayan salt, it changes the texture and consistency of the scrub. Oh, I could have made a little bit more, but this should be fine. So thank you all once again for watching this video. I really hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all learned how to make a hand scrub. Like I said, these products will be launching within my business in about 3 weeks or so. So follow us on Instagram at blissbeautyofficial_ if you want to know when we launch and different things like that. If you are someone who struggles with irritant contact dermatitis, eczema, psoriasis, or any other dry skin conditions, these scrubs and body butters will definitely help you. And I also will be releasing some products for the face to help with breakouts that we all may have, been dealing with since the pandemic happened, from the mask and different things like that. So make sure to follow us to know when we launch. And I hope you all learned something from this video. You all are able to use these oils, to kind of help your own skincare journey. And if you are comfortable with purchasing from me, then please make sure to go check us out on Instagram. And I will see you all in my next video.